Hi everyone, thank you for being with us. I'm Money, your MC for today.
And I'm Jaira from UCares.
And I'm Johnson Ong from UCares.
Christmas is here. It's time to celebrate.
We are so happy that we are doing our third series of the Faith, Hope, Love UCares Christmas show.
You
care,
I care, we all care.
Can you tell us more about the UCares Christmas show, Mr. Johnson?
People from all age, cultures, backgrounds comes together and celebrate the spirit of Christmas.
So, what is this spirit of Christmas?
Oh, there's a person to best explain this. We have Dr. William Wan, Senior Consultant of Singapore Kindness Movement here with us today. We would like to thank Singapore Kindness Movement for their gracious support for the show.
Let's hear it from Dr. Wan.
Hello everybody. I'm so pleased to be able to be here to celebrate Christmas with UCares and the community. Christmas is a Christian season of faith, hope and love. It is a way Christians celebrate their understanding that God at Christmas came to the world in the person of Jesus Christ to bring love to all people and peace and goodwill to all humanity. Whatever faith that we have, let us join the Christians to celebrate this very special day. On this very special day, let us remember the core message of Christmas. The core message of Christmas is about faith, it's about hope, it's about love. We must have faith. If we only have faith in ourselves, we may end up having situations where it is really very difficult for us to handle. We need someone much bigger than ourselves. For the Christians, they look to God in faith. For the rest of us, whatever faith you have, you must have some power beyond yourself so that you can solve your problem. So let's have faith, not only in ourselves, but in someone bigger than us. Second, we should have hope. Hope is what we need, especially in times of war. We have so many wars going on right now. People are suffering. What keeps them going? I tell you what keeps them going. It is the hope they have. The hope that the war will end. The hope that peace will come. The hope that help will come and then they will help to re-establish their life, rebuild their homes. If they had lost all hope, they might as well die. So we must help to give hope to people by the way we care for them, by the way we take care of their needs. And finally, we must have love. Love is a very powerful emotion. Love is not just between a man and a woman. Love can be between anybody. You know, I am a Christian myself and I believe in loving our neighbors as ourselves. If we look at everyone in the same common space is our neighbor, then the whole world, all the people in the world, they are our neighbors. The question is not who is my neighbor? The question is, am I a neighbor to somebody? If I am a neighbor to somebody, then it is my duty to love that somebody. So let's love one another. It's an old-fashioned word, but it can bring a lot of joy to a lot of people. There are many lonely people who just need our friendship, the friendship of love. So, my friends, let's wish one another a very blessed Christmas by showing in our own lives and expressing and sharing the faith that we have, the hope that we have, and the love that we have. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Wan, for the powerful sharing.
Yes, hopefully through this Christmas, we all can be touched with more faith, more hope, and more love.
Christmas is not Christmas without dance and song. Let's invite Annie Lim for a Christmas medley.
山野，我们中光华盛，照着圣母也照着圣婴，多少慈祥也多少天真。尽享天赐安眠，尽享天赐安眠。
Thank you, Annie, for the performance.
Yes, we can really feel the Christmas spirit.
In this show, we will be following the stories of three people that inspire us.
The stories will show the Christmas values of faith, hope, and love. We will be starting with our first story of the day, the one on faith.
Let's hear it from Clement Cheong, an autistic person with a big heart.
Hi, I'm Clement. During army days, I have paranoid syndrome towards my peers, and it really pressurized me a lot. So I was quite depressed and quite disengaged with the people around me. I feel that I was isolated and nobody wanted to talk to me. So I was feeling very depressed, and I also couldn't find any good buddies in the camp during my army days. Of course, when I was younger, I was also bullied during secondary school days. So I was also isolated, and also I do not have many friends. But because of my determination in my studies, I managed to go through the school days. Through the years, after seeing psychiatrists, seeing psychologists, I managed to be better now. I have my friends in church, as well in my former campus ministry that reached out to me, and because of them, I was able to get through over it. When I was younger, I joined a uniform group and visited Alexandra Hospital to read books to the patients over there. Then as I go to poly, I joined another Christian campus ministry to pray for the community, as well as visit overseas countries like China, Malaysia, South Korea, and Mongolia. I learned about the kind hearts of the people that we reach out to. I learned that they're actually quite nice, and they're quite very heartwarming to us. And because of that, we embrace them and we share the gospel with them. I learned quite a lot about the compassion and kindness of helping the community around me. This one is I'm with Christian Fight Cancer Center, Parents Prevention Center, to take their counseling course because I'm an active volunteer in that center. When I joined this group, I want to volunteer myself to be someone useful to the sick community. So that's why I joined this cancer center to reach out to those who have cancer. I have to see if there's opportunities for me to continue my community involvement. But for now, I'll carry on with my own personal community plan. I also involved with church work, going there to serve the elderly folks over there every few months. We'll play games with them, or even have meals with them, as well as serve them food and drinks. It's my belief in my God that I need to reach out to others people, whether they are poor, they're sick, or they have other conditions, to reach out to them with love and embrace. I hope that the public will be willing to be friends with the disabled, with the autistic, as well as those with mental illness. Be friends with them and be engaged with them and help them and support them all the way, and be a blessing to the people around them. Yeah.
Wow! Thank you, Clement, for sharing his inspiring story.
It is so inspiring to hear how he still manages to connect with people and help them despite his struggles socially.
Yes, I really hope his wish comes true, that we can all be more understanding and accepting of people that are different from us.
The world will be a more kind and compassionate place.
Like Clement, many people have a wish for this Christmas. Next, let's invite Annie Lim to sing a song, 一个小心愿 for us, a song about the wish.
看丝丝小云轻飘在窗前，听丝丝小雨轻轻打在屋檐，丝丝的小雨悄悄来到人间，小雨多诗意，小雨多可爱，我分外留恋。一个小心愿藏在我心田，愿那小雨洗去尘烟。一个小心愿藏在我心田，愿那小雨烦忧都洗遍。看丝丝小雨轻飘在窗前，听丝丝小雨轻轻打在屋檐，丝丝的小雨悄悄来到人间，小雨多诗意，小雨多可爱，我分外留恋。一个小心愿藏在我心田，愿那小雨洗去尘烟。一个小心愿藏在我心田，愿那小雨烦忧都洗遍。沙啦沙啦啦，小雨沙啦啦，沙啦沙啦啦，沙啦啦啦啦，沙啦沙啦啦，小雨沙啦啦，沙啦沙啦啦，沙啦啦啦啦啦。
Wow, thank you, Annie, for the lovely singing.
Next, we are going a bit more traditional for this Christmas.
What do you mean by traditional?
We have Lawrence presenting to us a traditional hymn, Ave Maria, a prayer to the Mother of Christ, Mary.
Ave Maria by Bach Gounod is a popular setting of the Latin prayer. The piece consists of a melody improvised by the French composer Charles Gounod, superimposed over a slightly changed version of Bach's Prelude No. 1 in C major.
The piece, mixing sacred prayer and secular music, brings all people together in a calm and harmonious way. Because of this piece's universal and mixed origin, we can all share the beauty, peace, and serenity of this song wherever we are and regardless of our background.
Ave
Thank you, Lawrence, for the beautiful singing.
Next, we have a special Odissi dance presented by Arika Vompatkari and organized by Surya Singapore. Arika has been learning dance since the age of 6 with the help of her guru, Miss Srabonti Datta, who has choreographed the dance. She'll be dancing to traditional Chinese music.
Wow. This piece is called A Chinese Odyssey. It will bring us on a journey across cultures, expressing the sense of devotion and faith in a higher power and purpose shared across mankind.
Thank you, Arika, for the beautiful and powerful dance.
Next, we have Amy Ko presenting to us. In line with the spirit of inclusiveness, she will be doing sign language along as she's singing. Let's welcome Amy Ko.
我来自偶然，像一颗尘土，有谁看出我的脆弱？我来自何方？我情归何处？ 谁在下一刻呼唤我？天地虽宽，这条路却难走。我看遍这人间坎坷辛苦，我还有多少爱？我还有多少泪？要苍天知道，我不认输。感恩的心，感谢有你伴我一生，让我有勇气做我自己。感恩的心，感谢命运，花开花落，我一样会珍惜。我来自偶然，像一颗尘土，有谁看出我的脆弱？我来自何方？我今归何处？谁在下一刻呼唤我？天地虽宽，这条路却难走。我看遍这人间坎坷辛苦，我还有多少爱？我还有多少泪？要苍天知道，我不认输。感恩的心，感谢有你伴我一生，让我有勇气做我自己。感恩的心，感谢命运，花开花落，我一样会珍惜。感恩的心，感谢有你伴我一生，让我有勇气做我自己。感恩的心，感谢命运，花开花落，我一样会珍惜。
Thank you, Amy, for the wonderful song and the sign language for all of our hearing impaired friends that are joining us today. After hearing Clement's story, we have a special sharing on autism by two experts in the field and how we can understand such people better. Carolyn Street and Michelle Harris are therapists based in Singapore and Hong Kong, respectively. They have experience working with people with autism and other forms of neurodivergence.
What is neurodivergent?
Oh, neurodivergence is a term used to describe people who experience and interact with the world in different ways, such as people with autism and ADHD. But I think let's hear in more detail from them.
Let's hear it from Carolyn Street and Michelle Harris.
So, neurodiversity is a term that is used a lot nowadays to explain the unique ways that people's brains work and their cognitive functions. So, someone who is neurodivergent behaves, thinks, and learns differently compared to those who are more neurotypical. So people with autism, with ADHD, with dyspraxia, dyslexia, and other neurodiverse conditions fall under this term of neurodiversity. People with autism can communicate and interact differently. They have communication and social interaction challenges. And they can also have restricted or repetitive behaviors and interests. They have a different way of learning, moving, or paying attention. Autistic people have their own sensory overload and processing difficulties. They have anxiety, they have stress, and the general challenge is communicating, interacting. But societal beliefs and perspectives about autism and this kind of misunderstanding and misinformation about them means that there can be this discrimination as well. My experience of working with autistic people, there are slight differences and variations, and that can throw people in the public off balance. So people don't quite understand. They can kick in judgment, so they come into more judgmental way of looking at people, and as a result, it creates trouble for autistic people to integrate into society, and they can feel traumatized, they can feel isolated, and there's a sense of loneliness that comes from that as well.
You've just got to understand every person is different, and people like to typecast people. Oh, he's got autism. That word comes to mind, right? We've got to get rid of the disparaging language first. That's what really helps me, is to really want to get to know the individuals as they are, as individuals, to see what do we have in common. And as such, just take everybody as they come and understand that they are individuals with their own amazing qualities. And to find that gift, find the talent, or the range of gifts and talents, right, that the person has. So we each have that.
Education is important. So education for the public, so they do have an understanding. But I think the difficulty is when they meet someone for the first time, and perhaps this autistic individual may be a little bit shy, they can't maybe look in their eyes, or they may be in their own world, or they may come across as being rude or blunt. So people they take it personally, they don't understand, they can't understand what's happening to this from this person. And so because of that, because they don't understand, they go into a judgment. And so because they go into a judgment, they start to dismiss, and then there's that exclusion that's happening. And I do feel it comes back to the basics of life and human decency, human interaction, where you live with an open heart, you live with an open mind, and you approach each person, whether they're autistic, neurodiverse, or anybody, simply with an openness, rather than from a kind of closed mindset. So I think that opening the mindset, having an open heart is incredibly important, no matter who you're speaking to.
When we say, how can anyone help someone who is neurodiverse, specifically autistic, and it's a whole spectrum, like we said, be yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be worried about stepping on people's toes. People are so walking on eggshells when it comes to the idea of autism. It's being normal, it's being human, it's not being scared of, I don't know whether I can talk to him, or the opposite, come, let me fix you. So one of the myths that I would like to debunk to a great extent with fellow allies is the myth that, you have to be afraid of everything, and everything is fear. Like, I scared this, I scared that, I scared I'll be late, I scared the rain, I scared all sorts. Don't be scared. Realize what it's down to, and that you're just averse to it. You don't have enough information to face that. People say face the fear and do it anyway, That couldn't be further from wisdom, because we need to know what we're doing. You don't just jump out of a plane without your parachute. I scared to fly. Yes, because you don't have the equipment, you don't have the understanding, you don't have the education, you don't have the inputs or the, and ignorance is a huge thing. So don't be scared, people.
While Christmas is often a time filled with joy, we know that the world has also seen much pain and suffering. It can sometimes be too easy to feel helpless as we watch the events unfold before our eyes. This song is a reminder that while there is much trouble, pain, and sorrow in the world, there is also many possibilities for us to give a little more light, hope, and love to those around us in ways both big and small.
Instead of waiting and wishing for the world to change, what can we do differently? Let's welcome Almira and Tony.
In this world there's a whole lot of trouble, baby. In this world there's a whole lot of pain. In this world there's a whole lot of trouble, but a whole lot of ground to gain. Why take when you could be giving? Why watch as the world goes by? It's a hard enough life to be living. Why walk when you can fly? In this world there's a whole lot of sorrow. In this world there's a whole lot of shame. In this world there's a whole lot of sorrow, but a whole lot of ground to gain. When you spend your whole life wishing and wanting and wondering why, it's a hard enough life to be living. Why walk when you can fly? In this world there's a whole lot of golden. In this world there's a whole lot of plain. In this world you've a soul for a compass and a heart for a pair of wings. There's a star on the far horizon, rising bright in an azure sky. For the rest of the time that you're given, why walk when you can fly? In this world there's a whole lot of trouble. In this world there's a whole lot of pain. In this world there's a whole lot of trouble, but a whole lot of ground to gain.
Thank you, Almira and Tony, for the inspiring and soulful music.
Coming up, we have a Bharatanatyam dance expressing the spirit of Christmas by Kalpavriksha fine arts.
Through expressive actions, gestures, and poses, the dancers will express the Christmas values of charity, humility, and kindness. Let's welcome the dancers from Kalpavriksha Fine Arts.
Amidst the festive glow of twinkling lights and the resonance of beautiful carols, Christmas is all about goodwill. It is a time when the spirit of charity comes alive, making us help those who are in need. The purity of this warm celebration lies in the genuine acts of kindness, selflessness, that makes Christmas as bright as our spirits. Christmas fosters togetherness, uniting families and communities. The festivities are all about forgiveness, encouraging the embrace of compassion and understanding. In the magic of the shared laughter and the twinkling lights, the embracing of cherished traditions makes Christmas even more beautiful.
Jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, jham, takka jham, tajham, tadittam, tam dit, tarikida takata, tum dit tum tadiggi takka tum dit tum tadiggi takka tum dit tum takatum kitatum takum dari kita takata tum dit tum takatum kitatum dalangu takatu takatari kitatum tajam takajam tajam tadittam tam dit tarikida takajam takajam tajam tadittam tam dit tarikida takunda dit kunda tarit kita takajam tarik kita takajam tarikida taka janu kita takata kunda dit kunda tarit kita takajam tarik kita takajam tarikida taka janu kita takata dinam tari kita taka dinam tari kita takata ta te takata ta te ta taka ta te janu ta te tajam tadit tadiginatum tajam tadit tadiginatum tajam tadit tadiginatum tajam takajam
Thank you, Prefecture Fine Arts, for the powerful message on the spirit of Christmas.
In the next performance, we have members of the Tampines Arts Troupe presenting to us two traditional Chinese songs, Mo Li Hua and Chai Shui Yi Fang.
These two songs also express important values such as resilience and love.
Mo Li Hua is a song with deep historical and cultural significance. The jasmine flower is a symbol of beauty, purity, and grace. It symbolizes the beauty that can be found amidst adversity and the resilience to overcome challenges.
在水一方 is a song that describes one's love for the land in the story of a girl besides the waters. It expresses the deep yearning and love we have for people that we care about.
Let's welcome the Tampines Arts Troupe.
好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，芬芳美丽满枝桠，又香又白人人夸。让我来将你摘下，送给别人家。茉莉花，茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，芬芳美丽满枝桠，又香又白人人夸。让我来将你摘下，送给别人家。茉莉花呀，茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花，芬芳美丽满枝桠，又香又白人人夸。让我来将你摘下，送给别人家。茉莉花呀，茉莉花，茉莉花，茉莉花。绿草苍苍，白茫茫，有位佳人在水一方。绿草
Wow! Thank you, Tampines Arts Troupe, for their beautiful singing.
I really like how Mo Li Hua reminds us to be strong and resilient in spite of challenges.
For the next person that we are seeing in the Hope story is a person that has risen to all odds despite his challenges.
Let's welcome Paul to share his story.
Just a brief introduction of myself. So I'm 44 this year. I'm born with cerebral palsy. It's a disability which caused by brain swelling of the brain and affect your motor skills. Because of this condition, my shoes, I need to... It's very fast to be gone. I mean, the front. So nowadays I wear safety shoes. So it's good to have a harder shoe. Now, of course, the walking part will be slowing down because it's heavier, but at least it's more safe. When I walk long distances, of course, I have to stop for a while. Right? Takes more strength than a normal person. So you need more time and more strength to handle all these things. I cannot carry heavy things, that's for sure. Yeah. So when I need to reach for high things, I'll ask for help. Heavy things also. Yeah. I actually studied normal schools such as Mayflower Primary, Serangoon Garden Secondary, and Yam Polytechnic, where I got my diploma in accountancy. So after that, it was a struggle to look for a job. I still serve NS, of course. Some of you may be surprised why people like me having this disability still need to serve NS. And I had a not so good time serving NS, of course, where people don't understand my condition and try to make things difficult for me. But I'm also thankful that one of the officers was very nice. The time when I stay here, he actually every day he will come and pick me up just to send me to CAT after knowing about my condition. After that NS, I started my work. Of course, work of course not easy also because challenges where people don't understand what this condition is all about, and of course their bosses ostracizing you and all that. Really, they try to make things difficult for you. I'm quite fortunate right now at this moment because my current boss, which I started this new role about 9 months ago, is quite understanding because he himself has polio. So I'm quite thankful for him to hire me, and he appreciates my talents. So I'm right now the tax supervisor of this accounting firm. Yeah. During 2014, I saw IRAS having this volunteer exercise program where they are actually trying to recruit volunteers to e-file their taxes. And little did I know that I actually sustained on for about 10 years. So during that time, came across a lot of hawkers, taxi drivers. In between that, of course, I get to know fellow volunteers as well. And that was where I was introduced to grassroots volunteer program, and as well as Silver Generation Ambassador program. For grassroots volunteer program, I'm actually the treasurer. I was also introduced to Silver Generation Ambassador program, where we as the ambassadors actually go on to the various estates to explain the various schemes to the seniors who are more conversant in their own language. Of course, in between you'll be thinking, right? Don't you feel burnout after working and all that things, right? And volunteering at the same time. To me, the society has given me a lot of things, right? So I feel that I should give back to them. And of course, I'm thankful to those people who have given me a lot of strength and support for my volunteer programs and all that. Then nowadays, when you want to seek help somewhere, you don't even know where to seek help. Right? Then for the youngsters, they'll feel, I asked already, will paiseh or not? To me, there's nothing to be paiseh about. I mean, for what? Right? Because don't know, just ask, no. Nothing ashamed to be asked. To ask, right? sometimes you really have to be thick-skinned in order to get what you want. Certain tasks like I can't do, right? Well, I want to do it. People will say, no lah, can leh. One example, right? There used to be the new paper big walk where you have to do 10 kilometers. And I decided to go for the walks. For about 7 years I did. And people will say, oh, wow, so long 10 kilometers, you cannot. Can just slow down, slowly in between take break take drinking break there's nothing to be ashamed about your condition. Just embrace it. No one desired to be born this way. It's just how you look at it. I treat it like the one up there has something planned for me. That's why I'm born this way. Yes. Recently, I've been taking public transport to work, like buses, MRTs. I actually feel that nowadays people tend to be glued to their smartphones, and when you settle down on the seats of the buses, you actually don't see people giving up their seats so willingly. In fact, when LTA came out with this may I have a seat lanyard, which I have, right? Even with the lanyard placed right in front of me, I wear it, right? When people see it, they don't even want to bother to stand up. They will just sit down there, glued to their handphone. Another way is they pretend to sleep. So you know, this program I thought is a good idea, because you never know who are the ones with disabilities that you cannot see, right? So even those disabilities that you can see, or even with those pregnant people, nowadays a lot of them don't want to give up their seats. And every time I feel so bad if a senior citizen stand up just to give up their seat. Hope for more understanding from society. So if let's say you travel up on a bus or MRT, right? If you see a person wearing a lanyard, may I have a seat please? Please give up your seat. Yeah, I hope to see some improvement on this.
Wow, thank you, Paul, for sharing your story. I really hear Paul's wish for this Christmas. Not just people with invisible disabilities, but people with visible disabilities sometimes also don't get help and care they need.
I'm also inspired by Paul's hopeful and positive attitude. Yes, need help, ask help.
Yes, we also wish that everyone can stay hopeful in times of struggle.
Next, we also have a song on hope by Niranjan KV. He's singing a Hindi Bollywood song called Mitwa from the movie Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna.
This song is about a person who feels lost and scared in a world filled with uncertainty and danger. He keeps asking for guidance from a higher power, hoping to find his way.
Niranjan would like to sing this song to express the Christmas spirit of hope and faith that we have in a higher power, comforting the lost and confused. Let's welcome Niranjan.
बता दे तू किस ओर चला है तू क्या पाया नहीं तूने क्या ढूंढ रहा है तू जो है अनकही जो है अनसुनी वो बात क्या है बता मितवा धड़कने तुझसे क्या मितवा ये खुद से तो ना तू छुपा ओ मेरे मन ये बता दे तू किस ओर चला है तू, क्या पाया नहीं तूने, क्या ढूंढ रहा है तू, जो है अनकही, जो है अनसुनी, वो बात क्या है बता मितवा, कहे धड़कने तुझसे क्या मितवा, खुद से तो ना छुपा। Bani de niza, gawa bada sadani, nida dhapa padama. Gawa bani de niza, niza niza, gawa bada sadani, dani dani, nida 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 ni pada pada pada, gawa dani le ga nida maga mitwa. जीवन डगर में प्रेम नगर में जीवन डगर में प्रेम नगर में आया नजर से जब से कोई है, तू सोचता है, तू पूछता है, जिसकी कमी थी क्या ये वही है, हाँ ये वही है, हाँ ये वही है। तू एक प्यासा और ये नदी है, काहे नहीं इसको तू खुल के बताए, जो है अनकही, जो है अनसुनी, वो बात क्या है बता मितवा, कहे धड़कने तुझसे क्या मितवा, खुद से तो ना तू छुपा।
Thank you, Niranjan, for the wonderful and hopeful song.
According to Christmas tradition, bringing hope and joy to the world is the arrival of Christ. Next, we have a special music piece by the group Sacred Ecstatic Jam. With traditional instruments around the world and electronic music, they will be doing an improvisational jam inspired around the Latin text Gloria in Excelsis Deo.
Glory to God in the highest is a Christian hymn known as the Angelic Hymn. It celebrates the coming of Christ on Christmas and are the words of the angels that they sang to announce the birth of Christ. The song expresses peace and goodwill to all men. The piece wishes to express the peace and beauty shared across all mankind all over the world.
Starting from the sounds of the early church, it will bring us on a journey across cultures and ages. Let's welcome Sacred Ecstatic Jam, Gloria in Excelsis Deo.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax omnibus bone voluntatis, laudamus te, benediximus te, adoramus te, glorificamus te. Gratias agnimus tibi propter magnam gloriam tuam. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Et in terra pax omnibus bone voluntatis. Laudamus Te. Benedissimus Te. Adoramus Te. Glorificamus Te. Gratias aribus tibi propte magnam gloriam tuam.
Wow, thank you, Sacred Ecstatic Jam, for the beautiful and powerful performance. Was that you inside there? What were you doing? The low singing?
Yes. It's Mongolian or two-band throat singing. More specifically, the Kagra style, which is the low style.
Oh, how interesting. Oh, how interesting. Next, we have a Mongolian dance by Tampines Arts Troupe on hold for 1 to 2 days.
Let's welcome Tampines Arts Troupe.
Kiten yala bulgen yosana sanyoy Kiregen ogaga solaylav Kiregen ogaga solochigen Kilimshtala yeceme sanagadna Senregederin burası modanyayna xalna Burasın gay modanyayna xale Can boyum ştala yeceme sana gadna Шуны булген йосына саняй Гареген угага цолайлау Гареген угага цолочиген Барғылсына ежеме санагадна
Thank you, Tampines Arts Troupe, for the beautiful dance.
Now, we have come to our third and last story of the day, an inspiring story of love.
In this Christmas, even though it is a season of love and light, not everyone's Christmas is filled with light.
Today, we learn about how people experience the world in different ways. Let's see why Mr. Gary Lim's view of the world is different this Christmas.
Yeah, hi, my name's Gary, senior citizen, 64 years old. I'm suffering from glaucoma, which actually caused what I am now, total blindness. So what is glaucoma? It's actually a secondary disease that affects the drainage system of the eye. So I happened to be diagnosed with it when I was in my 30s. Now in my 60s, so that's about almost 30 years ago. I lost my sight completely about 7 years ago. When I turned blind, I have to change my job. I have to change a lot of things actually. I need to unlearn and then relearn things. The first thing, of course, is orientation and mobility, moving around. At about 50 years old, when I couldn't drive and I couldn't read anymore, then I had to start taking the public transport. That was actually the first lesson, learning how to take MRT and buses. But as time goes, when my vision got worsened, I cannot see buses. So that is another problem because I will need help. So normally if I go to a bus stop, I will need to ask people. So that is another change in the way I live because I need to humble myself to ask for help. During blinding, of course, it affects me emotionally in many ways. Anger comes in, frustration comes in, and such things actually affects those people around me more than myself. My close one, my family, my wife, my children, and also my close friends. Actually, one of the driving forces is actually my family. Because my family, like my wife, before I really lost my sight, I was so frustrated, anger, everything is creating a lot of problem for her. And she tell me one word, he said, even if you go blind, you still have me. Why are you so frustrated? So that word somehow, it was a awakening call. And saying, if I go on like that, I'll lose everybody, man. I don't want to lose her, I don't want to lose my family. So I need to change. I need to relearn and compose myself. All these challenges somehow strengthen me. So when I adapt, eventually, it helps me to be more versatile, it helps me to be more resilient. So, and I started doing a lot of other things that when I was sighted, I did. Now when I'm blind, I can't. Things such as sports. I can't play my ball games anymore. So I took up something that the blind could. Now it becomes like blind bowling. And perhaps other sports like swimming, where I can go to a pool and I just keep myself at the side of the pool instead, so that I won't lose my direction. And also jogging. Actually, there are a lot of volunteers that help people to jog, like they'll jog with you. But thankfully, I have a permanent helper, which is my guide dog, Matt. That was life-changing because having a guide dog was great. Because a guide dog is not like a white cane. A white cane is just an animated object. I have to go from landmark to landmark. Whereas a guide dog, it goes from point A to point B straight away without going through the landmark. And besides that, when having a guide dog, it can bring me out and back home seamlessly. It increases my independence. Many times I have been misunderstood because they didn't know I'm blind. Every time I move, they don't see my dog. So last time I used to wear shades. The shades help actually to identify better. So usually for those people who are using a guide dog, we do not hold the white cane. When we are holding on to a guide dog, we are moving along with it. It is best that we have a free hand. So in anything that we lose our balance, we are able to grab on something, especially coming and down and up the bus. Not having the white cane have another setback because people may not even know that you're blind. And then when you're walking with a guide dog, they thought that it's an ordinary pet dog. So you get a lot of resistance here and there. And then the lift, they don't let me go in. You cannot bring the dog inside here. I said, my dog don't go in, how I go in? There are tons of misunderstanding. Number one, a lot of people try to help blind people, but they didn't help in the right way. There are lots of friendly, nice people, but somehow they tend to help you in the way they thought they should. They come to you without asking whether you need help or not. They just grab you and pull you along. And that's a no-no, especially a person with a white cane. If you pull his hand, and the direction that you're pulling, it actually causes him to lose balance. And then there are people who's like that. When he come, he want to help you, then he pull, Then I'll say, no, it's okay, I can manage. And then he just let go and go. Oops, after he let go, where am I? Where did he pull me to? It happens. And so up to now, I took up another job, a job in Dialogue in the Dark, where it's set up to help the public to know about the blind community. It also promotes inclusiveness. It engages people like me to conduct workshops, tours, or inside the place. So I bring them into exhibitions where it's in the total darkness and let them feel the environment. And all this environment are simulation that actually helps to get the participant to have that awareness of what it's like going through for a blind person. And other things like talking to people with regards to the blind community and how to apply that inclusiveness. So many blind people, I think probably 50, 60,000 of them. When people come out to a public, like I've just mentioned, all the difficulties and challenges, some people may not be able to live up to the challenges. So what they do? They stay home. And the more they stay home, the less they want to get out. That actually becomes a kind of a social problem and issue. And then the blind cannot live a fruitful life, cannot live a more purposeful life. So what we want is to encourage blind people to come out and be what they are and be as normal as possible. So coming out into an environment that it becomes blind friendly. The inclusiveness in our public, somehow, besides displaying the Singaporean beauty, it also enhances that empathetic perspective. They become considerate. And then that consideration are added measures to help us to move on. And the kind of help are really appropriate help and timely help. Then it will even enhance it further, this whole environment. More and more of this blind will actually be more courageous to step out into this world, even though it's totally dark for them.
Wow, thank you, Gary, for sharing your story and your love inspiring the awareness of the blind and visually impaired.
Yes, I can see how he has faith and hope that the world can be a more better and friendly place.
I can also see that he really loves his family. His love for his family and God is what gave him strength to overcome his challenges.
Yes, they always say, in faith, hope, and love, the greatest of these is love. Next, we have a song on how faith, hope, and love can overcome all challenges. 若你相信, I believe, performed by 周代兰.
Let's welcome
世界虽变得文明，却有数不尽的受伤。心灵虽有很多伟大的发明，却拴不住两个人的心。潮流时尚虽说无限，却掩盖不了丑陋的人性。忘记虽说拉近人的距离，却把每个人关在自己角落里。若今天我告诉你，人间还有温情，你会不会选择相信？若现在我告诉你，明天依旧光明，你还愿不愿意听？让我告诉你，爱会一直 直受伤的心灵，爱能牵引两颗心。爱是今天的色彩，明天的光明。让我告诉你，爱会改变丑陋的人心，爱能释放寂寞的心。爱是今天的色彩，爱是明天的光明。世界虽变得文明，却有数不尽的受伤。心灵虽有很多伟大的发明，却拴不住两个人的心。哦耶！潮流时尚虽说无限，却掩盖不了丑陋的人性。忘记虽说拉近人的距离，却把每个人关在自己角落里。若今天我告诉你，人间还有温情，你会不会选择相信？若现在我告诉你，明天依旧光明，你还愿不愿意听？让我告诉你，爱会医治受伤的心灵，爱能牵引两颗心。爱是今天的色彩，明天的光明。让我告诉你，爱会改变丑陋的人心，爱能释放寂寞的心。爱是今天的色彩，爱是明天的光明。让我告诉你，爱会医治受伤的心灵，爱能牵引两颗心。爱是今天的色彩，明天的光明。让我告诉你，爱会改变丑陋的人心，爱能释放寂寞的心。爱是今天的色彩，爱是明天的光明。平安喜乐早已降临在你我心间，若你相信。
Thank you, Cho Thailand, for the powerful and inspiring song.
Next, we have the Tamil song, Nan Pire, performed by Shreya and Vignesh.
Nan Pire translates to I'm wrong in English. The lyrics convey a message about self-reflection, acknowledging one's mistakes, and seeking redemption.
Through this song, let's take a moment to reflect and contemplate and celebrate the spirit of forgiveness and grace in this Christmas season.
Let's welcome Shreya and Vignesh.
അവനരുകനിലെ കടലിൽ പണി തുണിയാനേ അവനനുകയിലെ നീ തൊടും താമരയാനേ ஆழியிலிருந்து அலசி எழுந்தேனே அடைக்கலம் அமைக்க தகுந்து வந்தானே நீ மழலை எனக்குள் நீ இருந்தால் அது தவறே இல்லை நீலை நான் பருவமழை சிறு சிறு துளியாவிடும் தருணம் இல்லை
Thank you, Shreya and Vignesh. We are nearing the end of the concert. As we close for the night, let's hear the well-known Christmas song, Silent Night, sung by Jaira Cole.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm
As all good things have to end, we have come to the end of our show today.
We hope that you have enjoyed the Faith, Hope, Love, UCares Christmas show.
This Christmas and beyond, let's all be kind and caring to each other.
You care, I care,
we all care. Singapore Kindness Movement and UCares wishes you a Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad.